Good afternoon and welcome to Clarksville, Tennessee for Game 1 of the Music City Classic here, hosted in Nashville, but Game 1 already takes us up to Clarksville, an hour away north from Nashville. So welcome back in action again after the Stars and Stripes tournament back in May, ending our game at Richfield. Now we're down south in Whiskey Country here, where 14 Machine Black taking on the Verbero Selects team out of Nashville. And we're starting pretty early, and so apologize here as we're working out some new technology there, but we got Verbero from Nashville taking on 14 Machine Black here, Game 1 of a doubleheader this afternoon. Second one back down again in Nashville, Antioch to be exact, just south of Nashville. And so the boys are off and running again. First game they've had since May. And Tucker Johnson gets one off, flips over the top of the net. As Colton flies in from the center over to the near side corner. I know it's going to be a little bit tricky here, trying to get some angles as we're kind of down at ice level. Should be good, but these corners are going to be a little bit difficult. So most of the team flew in yesterday. A couple folks came in a little bit earlier on Thursday. Just went and saw some sights. Boys took a trip down Broadway last night, the Honky Tonk Highway. Got a little bit of exposure to all of that action. It was pretty funny to watch them. A lot of people down there. And shot from Gavin Winter, wide right. Now Rink slings one in there, deflected through the slot by Verbero. And now Verbero tries to work it back up ice again. Rink now pops it back to Winter. Winter now sends it back up, looking for Miles there. Verbero pulls it away. I told the guys coming up here this morning, you are representing the state of Minnesota here and the state of hockey, so you better show them everything that you've got. Now Rink drives in from the center, shot trying through the legs of a Verbero player, and that gets deflected off the inside of his knee. As puck now back out to Pavel Basov over on the right side. They drove down, rolled in about 9 p.m. last night. Their eyes were crossed, they were so tired. 14 hours in the car, left yesterday morning at 5 a.m., rolled in about 9 p.m. And we get an icing on the Selects with 9:06 on the clock in the first period, still scoreless, 0-0. So we got 2 today, and then 2 tomorrow. Now that should be it. A little bit of confusion as to when the games actually were. There were supposed to be some games on Monday as well, so everybody booked a return flight late Monday night home. So Monday will be a free day. So we'll have to go out and explore. Ooh, shot, almost a deflect in the point. Alexi almost had it. But now we work at it back over on the far side. Tucker Johnson over in the far side corner trying to look for Basov. And they get crowded down over on the side of the net. Now the puck back again over into the far side circle, or far side corner. Johnson again tries to poke it out to the half wall. And Basov there The Bassoff sandwich is back. Pavel and Alexei both. Now the puck again back out to center. Cody couldn't hold on to it. Now Verbero has an option. Crew there to pick it up. And he slings it back over. We're going to get a penalty, it looks like, on Crew. Okay, well, that's a little bit interesting, I guess. And so Machine will go on their first penalty kill of the game. Shot from the top of the circle, and Hunter throws a up a shot, and he gets a glove save. Now back at it again. Sorry, I'm dialing this in. It's been a little while since I've done this. Puck back out to the half wall. Verbero now looks towards the center. They pop it back over to the near side. Now looking cross ice. Their back door couldn't get it. Hunter there with a great save. Now back out to the point. Over to the far side. Now centering again. Shot wide left of Hunter. Now they crash the center. And Machine able to pop it loose and send it back down into the Verbero zone. As Miles streaks in there like a gazelle to grab it. Now Tyler trying to hold on to it. He couldn't. Now they bring it back out of the center. Miles with a turnover. Now cuts to the center. He gets taken down, tripped, and now we're going to go 4-on-4 here. Oh no, penalty killed already. And so now Machine will have their turn on a power play with 6:48 left. Minute-long penalties. That's it. Minos will take it. Stark sends it down. Backhand shot. And a save by Verbero. You know, these minute-long penalties, you might as well just take them at this point. Now Tyler Vingy able to hold it. Miles now from the dot, shot right into the neck of the Verbero Selects goalie. 39 seconds on the power play, 6:27 on the game clock. And off the faceoff, puck finds its way all the way down to Hunter. Hunter hands it off to Toivu. Toivu pass shot intercepted wide left and off the blocker of Hunter. Now Rink chips at it, comes away with it. Now he looks up, back up ice again. He's got Miles on his left. Rink decides to take it the whole way himself. Shot fired right into the face mask of the Selects goalie. Now Johnson out alone and shot, score! And Johnson gets Machine on the board first with 5:44 remaining. So Rink created that momentum, that offensive zone entrance, and Johnson there able to help him out. Now Bassoff again got Tucker out front, and we get the puck covered up as we'll regroup here. 5:28. Now we resume again. Alexei fights for it over on the half wall. So does his brother, Pavel. Now back to the point. Patton with a shot, and a lane shot, and almost a deflection by Alexei there. Now we get it all going at it right in front of us here, down low. Tucker coming after it. Alexei in the hunt and in the mix. They pop it back to Cody. Cody over to the far side. Now back to Alexei. Alexei winds up shots. Now he exits the ice. Now Verbero tries to exit their zone. They bring it back into the machine zone. Curling right. He gets tangled up by Gavin. And now Colton looking up ice. Back to Winter. Winter now. Oh, he's got a wide open shot. And the stick, he gets the Verbero player throws a stick at it and knocked it away. Now back to the point. Vingy there gets pickpocketed. And now we got a 2-on-1. As Nash comes in with a good back check, takes it away. And we're going to get a penalty on Vingy there, and Machine will go on another penalty kill here. 3:47 left in the first. Machine finds their first goal. Now Trojanovsky races by everybody, fires a shot, score!
Let's go!
Trojanovsky with a quick exit out of his own zone, takes it all the way, right over the shoulder. And Machine up, 2-rip. In the opening game of the Music City Classic here in sunny, popular Nashville. Now Fenstead backhands it back into the Verbero zone. Verbero picks it up. They're looking up ice, surveying the situation. Now back out to the center again. Crew there just slaps it away like a fly. And now he regains control of it again. Curls out wide left. He's got nobody in front. As Verbero now brings it back up ice again. Waits for everybody to get on signs. Now he continues his journey. Everybody's full strength here in about 5 seconds. And that'll do it. Penalty over. Machine back to full strength again. Puck trickles back into the Machine zone. Stark over to Patton. Patton back over to Stark. Stark back to Patton again. Now Patton look up ice to Miles. Miles there puts it out center, slaps it away. We're going to have an offside. We will have an offside on Machine with 2:20 left in the first. These will be quick games here if we're just playing. I don't know. How long is the period? Yeah.
We started earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Who scored first, Tucker?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. A rink with a shot over the top of the net. Now Patton holds it. Patton now. Back over to Goodman. Daniel can't hold on to it. Now he chases it into the near side corner. Now comes back to the slot. And he gets it pulled away by a Selects player. Rink able to hold on to it. Keep it alive. Now Goodman again. Over on the far side. Looking back out front to Rink. Rink puts a stick on it. He went right into his skates. He tried to boot it out. He couldn't. Now Verbero back in action again. He's got a guy trailing over on the near side to the right side dot. Sends it out. And Hunter there just picks it away.
Get it up, get it up.
Now Alexei over to his brother Pavel. Back on the march again. Good poke check by Verbero. Alexi again holds on to it. Pavel there for the recover. Now backhands it. Shot off the pads. 1:11 left in the first. Now Johnson again picks it up over on the far side half wall. Sends it back out to the center. Verbero picks it up. Now they return course. Vingy there attacks and pops it away back to neutral ice. Vingy there again holds it, preventing him from entering the zone. Now pulls it away.
Get it out, get it out.
Under a battle. And Verbero able to pull it in. Vingy pins up against the far side corner. Now Johnson picks it up back to Fenstead. Fenstead streaks up the near side. He's got all the room in the world. Shot and off the pipe. As the puck comes back up through center. Stark again. Gets it pulled away. Regains control. Now looking up ice. Picks up Winter. Winter now with it. He curls back again. Back over to Vingy. Vingy now tries to send it back up ice again. He meets a green guy and falls to the ice. And that'll do it. End of one. Where we should have two. Scoreboard says one. So we'll have to work on that a little bit. All right, so what else is new these days? So we have a score 2-1, 33 seconds left in the first period. It's Max over there giving everybody a little bit of an assessment. And we will now have Machine moving left to right to start the second period here. With a 12-minute period. Man, this is like association hockey periods. Rink over on the near side. Tries to bring it up ice. Verbero now moves up into the Machine zone. Machine now slings it over far side. Miles can't grab onto it. Back to Patton again. Patton now battles for it over on the near side. Backhand shot. Hunter goes down and no goal as Machine now moves it back up. Vingy looking up ice. Patton now with it. Finds Goodman out in the middle. Goodman goes down. Charlie now chases after it. And we're going to get a penalty here on Verbero. And Machine will go on another power play with 11:19. So 12-minute periods. Don't want to work them too hard, I guess, with 12 minutes. So we got a minute. Not much to do much. Backhand shot and a score. Rink to Bassoff, Pavel. And Machine adds their third 5 seconds in to the power play. Was that Charlie with the pass?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It was a good pass, though. I don't know.
Now Verbero again. Back in their own zone. Pavel working it. Brings it through the circle. Gets a shot off. There it is. Puck was loose. Tucker had his sights on it. Now Verbero tries to clear it out to center ice, and we're going to get an offside. Oh, they don't. They let him check up. Playing Nashville rules here. And now we scramble for it over on the near side half wall. We'll Backhand exit pass there. Verbero trying to get anything going. And we're going to get an ice on green. 10:33. Tristan center. Fenstead left wing. Two Wyzetta kids played together all winter. Now back to the point to Tyler. Tyler steadies it. Back to Trojanowski. Shot. And off the stick of the goalie. Now Verbero finds some legs, moving back up ice again. Over to the far side corner. Vingy there meets him. Backhand, back out. Finds Fenstead. Fenstead's fast. He can go through both of these guys. Curled around the center. Got stowed there. Shot! Oh, and a great save as Colton was just the wingman there streaking by. Now, we're going to get a penalty there. No penalty as Fenstead tried to get a shot off as he was Peter Panning to the ice. Now back to the point again. And Toivo loses it. 2-on-1 now. Back. Verbero. Centers it back again, looking back door, and they can't connect. Now we're going to get another penalty on green. Kind of a late whistle there. Oh, we're going to get one on Toivo. I didn't see what he did there. So Toivo will go to the box, and Verbero finds themselves in a situation where they really need to get something going here, down 3. And they'll have a chance here in the next 60 seconds to put something on the board and take advantage of another power play. Puck back to the near side. They're just barely able to hold it. Shot back out to the top of the point. Shot deflecting. Puck is loose. And Hunter there just gobbles it up like a hungry hippo with 41 on the power play of Verbero here. Sheen trying to sling it back out. It's held by Verbero, and now they do it again. Nice. And they send it all the way down with 26 seconds left as Verbero picks it up from behind their own net. Rink with the pressure. Now over to the near side. Verbero walks it up through neutral zone. Now over to the near side circle. Sends it out front, looking for it. Deflected back off of Patton's stick. And Patton sends it back down ice with 4 seconds left on the Verbero power play as Johnson there applies some pressure. Verbero again back at it. Cross-ice pass out to the center. They send one flying over the net by about 5 feet. As Alexi, nice little pass over to Rink. Rink now curls to the center, drops it back off to Bassoff, and Pavel gets a shot off right into the glove. And now Verbero again back up ice. Verbero just, they can't get anything really moving here. As Alexi now brings it back up. Little chip pass back from his brother. They shared a car for 14 hours yesterday. Now Tristan fires one off over the top, slings it around to the near side. Tyler blows a tire. Now backhand shot, centering out to the slot, and it goes just wide of Hunter. Verbero back out, trying to get to the point again. They just can't get anything going. As now we find Fenstead. alone. He's got some pressure. Girls to the center. Shot! Score! Right over the shoulder as Nash Fenstead from Wayzata just schools the whole team there as he streaked up ice, shot right over the top of the shoulder, and that's Quattro for the Machine Boys. Fenstead again off the face-off, back into the Verbero zone. Now centering back out front, shot, and again off the side of the net. Now Stark charges, holds it over on the near side. Fenstead again, the backhand out to Tristan. Tristan shot, and another goal. And Machine starting to pile it on here midway through the second. That's Tristan's second of the game.
What a play. What a play. That's
and again, now Goodman off to the races. Shot again, score. Right over the shoulder. And now Machine 6.
He's so good. Everything was open up.
All right, Nashville finds a shot wide over the top of the net. Back to the point. Another shot. Hunter there with the save. Now Daniel Goodman again, all the way around long, and he goes flying into the boards, wide left is the shot. Now he works over on the net, behind the net, behind the goal line, still got his options, and he was looking for Tyler there, he couldn't connect. I'm sorry, he was looking for Rink. Verbero able to hold it over on the far side boards. Now they try to center it, slap it out, they windmill on it. As Pavel now tries to send it back up ice. Now over to Fenstead again. Nope, I'm sorry, that was not Nash, that was Gavin. Now Gavin again, fired shot, Siglub save. As puck back out to the blue line, Cody there able to hold it. Now Bassoff. Pavel picks it up, sends it behind net, looking for Johnson. Johnson out front, and the puck was loose. Now they bring it back up ice again. Vingy over to Patton. Over to Alexi. Alexi dumps it in. Tucker chases after behind the Verbero net. Back over to Vingy again. Now Fenstead streaks in from the bench. Tries to center it out. Bolton there. He's looking for it. Now Tristan slaps at it. And they get a save off the blocker pads. Now Trojanovsky again. Coming back around the ice. Fires a quick shot in off the knee pads. Now Patton from the point shot. Moves in and a glove save with 3:55. Fenstead off the faceoff. Sends it again, wide right, looking for Trojanowski. He couldn't get a stick on it. Now puck comes back up ice again. Foot race. Stark. From behind the net. Backhands it back to Crew. Now Crew. Over to Colton. Colton looking for options. Up to Nash. Nash now. Got Tristan again going to the center. Nash gets tied up. Hog tied over on the far side. Good turnover via Verbero. Now Crew fights for it over on the near side, right in front of us. Colton also slapping at it. Now Verbero again, looking for an option, looking for a shot. They can't connect. Good defense there. Oh, nice pass back out. Trojanowski shot. And a goal. Colton off the pipe on the first. And Colton with the rebound. And that puts Machine up by a touchdown and an extra point. With 2:47 remaining in the second. Centered pass out front, shot blocked by Hunter. Another block off the elbow pad. Now back to the top of the circle, another shot, another save by Hunter. And he dives on it for a whistle. As Verbero trying to find the net any way they can here. Good opportunity by them there. Goodman picks it up center ice. He's got a rink to his right. He goes by everybody. Shot, oh, off the pipe. Rink there almost had a open net rebound. And they couldn't execute on that one. Goodman again. To the center. What, we're going to get offside? Offside. Charlie goes offside here. 1:51 on the clock. Alexi streaks down behind the goal line. Now behind the Verbero's net. Back out to the point. Stark there. Fires one off. Gets his own rebound, back to Bassoff, down low. Now Alexi Bassoff works it over on the far side half wall. Verbero now tries to send a cross-ice pass, and Mr. Gavin Winter there able to recover it. Now back again, Winter. Now back to the center, shot by Verbero, save, easy glove save there by Hunter. .114 on the clock, second period. Shot from the top, and a nice little kick save by Hunter. Now Pavel works it over on the far side, now back to Cody. Cody now shuffleboards it up ice. Pavel again with it, now back to his brother. His brother combobulates the puck, he can't get it off his stick, and now Tucker Johnson there tries to send it back out to Cody. Cody there able to hold it even though he was hog-tied and met about 3 green men along the way. Puck is loose again. Trojanowski back. Oh, shot to Colton, back to Trojanowski again. Tic-tac-toe, give and go. And Machine now up by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So we had Colton to Trojanowski, back to Colton again. And now Fenstead to Colton. Throw it again, shot, score. Tyler sends it behind the net, and we're going to get a penalty here. As who just went plummeting into the boards? I think that was Koivu. With a second left, that's it. Second period. As Machine adds a whole host of goals to lead 9-0 going into period number 3 with a 30-13 shot on goal advantage. So there you go. Scoreboard only says 7. My scoreboard says 9. That's okay either way. So after this, we got a hour drive back to Nashville, and then we've got a 7 p.m. game at the Ford Ice Arena in Antioch, Tennessee, which is just a southern suburb of Nashville. So it'll be a little bit closer back home. All right, 12 minutes on the board. Machine starting off on the power play from the checking from behind penalty into Toivu Stark. And now Verbero sends one in wide right of the net. They're still at it again, backhanded, puck is loose. And Goodman sends it flying on net. Man, if that was an open netter, that would have been in. Now Rink with pressure. Now puck back out to the point. Patton sends one flying wide right left. I mean, boy, if that was a World Cup net, that wouldn't even gone in there. Now quickly gets back on off defense again. Cody slaps it up to Daniel. Back to Patton again. Now Patton finds some space. He's going to part the seas all over the place. Shot off the top of the net. It was a Cody Patton show. Everybody was watching it. Now Goodman back over to Patton again. Patton with another shot wide right. Now Rink sitting out in center. Goodman back out to Patton again. Patton back to Goodman. Goodman curls around, shot. Good save by Verbero. Back to Goodman again. He fends off 2 green guys. Now Pavel over to Rink. Rink picks it up over on the near side, far side. Back centers it out to Goodman again. Goodman shot over the top of the net. Now back to Patton again. Patton fires one. Boy, he's got the accuracy of a, I don't know what. Not very good today there, Cody. That's all right. Now Tucker streaks to the center through the slot. Backhand shot from Pavel. And they're calling that a goal? I don't know. They're calling it. What are they calling it? They're calling it a goal. All right. Tucker just slams at it. In the front of the net, and he's able to find it in. So that was kind of an anticlimactic goal there. Centered pass by Verbero. Nobody can get on it. Now a nice pass back up to Pavel. Pavel fends off a guy, backhand into the pads. Now Verbero tries to turn it back up ice again. Crew now gently tosses it over to Tucker. Now Toivu again, backhand. Back out to Nash. Nash back over to Crew. Crew bank shot back over to Alexei. Alexei now dumps it in. As Machine changes about 3 guys. And we're going to get an ice on green here. 9:01 on the clock. Crew tries to hold it. Dode there, backs him up. Again, holds it again. Now Verbero able to clear it out. No, he doesn't. As Colton there still. I don't know, he's got like 5 sticks he must have out on the ship because he's using all of them. As he can't, they just keep going out. Now Nash picks it up. Fired shot wide. Back over the net. Now Toivu. Looking back over for Nash. Tristan chases it far side. Tristan again holds it. Got Colton sitting out front. Now Colton retreats back. Back to Nash again. Nash goes down. And we get another goal. Who was that? Fenstead. As the boys from Minnesota showing up for this noon game and supporting the state of hockey. Rink picks up the loose puck over on the near side. What's he playing? What's he doing? Rink still has it, and he decided to just hand it back off. Now, Tyler continues the march. Fends off 2 guys. Tyler now slings it back over. Rink picks it up far side corner. And he goes down. No call there. So now Patton negotiates a couple players. Now, you know, at this stage of the game, a lot of times, Rink fires a shot and a goal. I was going to say at this stage of the game, a lot of times, you know, goals are somewhat easy to come by. And so they all want a piece of the pie, right? So some of the puck movement, passing, kind of takes a back seat. Now Rink fends off a couple green guys. He loses it in the process. Slowed up on his skates. And Verbero now drops it into the Machine zone. Daniel Goodman retrieves it from behind his own net. He sends it back over to Stark. Now Verbero passes it back over to Goodman. Goodman now finds Alexei over on the far side. Winter streaks to the center. Alexei passes over on the far side corner. Back to Johnson off the bench. Johnson through several players. And he goes down. 5:41 left running time. Here, now back to the point again. Stark fires one in there. Almost took the Adam's apple out of the kid in the yellow helmet. Now Stark back to the half wall. Pavel now works it in. Tucker there. Smallest guy in the slot, the crease. Backhand shot. Again, deflected wide left. .5:11 in the third. Now Winter. Moving up ice. Verbero able to pry it away. Now 2-on-1 against Toivo. They fire it from top of the circle. Easy glove save by Hunter. As we got a shot on goal differential, 39-16 in favor of Machine here. As we dialing it down, 4:38 left. Now Patton through traffic. Back to Trojanovsky. Trojanovsky now centers it. 90-degree shot. Thode flies in there, slapping at it. Verbero again. Trying to move it back up ice. And they go change. With 3:56 left. Rink now over on the far side. Over to Trojanovsky. Trojanovsky to Fenstead. Fenstead back over to Trojanovsky. They couldn't quite get that one choreographed properly. Now Rink again finds Trojanovsky. One-on-one backhand. Pulls it behind the net. Back out to Tyler. Tyler fans on the shot. But he gets a backhand off instead. Had everybody faked out there. 2:57. Comes loose now. Goodman, quick on his feet, slaps it back in over on the far side, holds it. Now Winter fires one in there. Glove save. Nice save. With 2:24 on the clock. This sucker is going to be done before an hour here. Back to Patton at the point. Patton fires one in there. Deflected now. Alexi over in the far corner, working it around. We got Toivo shot from the top and another save with 1:45 left. Patton pulls over, saves it, holds it with $1:20 left. Pavel Bassov picks it up, back out to Stark. Stark fires one in there, wide right. Now the puck able to find its way down behind the goal line for an icing. With a minute left, green guys looking a little disheveled here, as they should. As we're coming to the conclusion of game one here up in Clarksville, where Machine coming away with a relatively easy victory here. No, I would say a very easy victory. Gavin sends one from the point wide left. "24 seconds. All right, so this will put us 1-0 tournament-wise. I don't know what the caliber of the teams are here later, but if it's anything like this, be a pretty easy run. Fenstead again fires one in there, all coast to coast with 3 seconds left. That's going to do it here from the FM Ford Arena in Clarksville, where your boys take the victory 12-0 and a shot on goal differential 44-17 here to start their Music City Classic tournament. So that'll do it. Everybody got a piece of the action here. Hunter with the shutout. A lot of multi-goal. A lot of multi-goal players here on the black team today. Too many to count, really. They didn't look the sharpest. You know, it gets a little sloppy when you don't have a ton of competition coming back at you again, but that'll do it. 12 rip, game 1, Clarksville. We'll be back at it again from Antioch this evening at 7 p.m. We may start a little early. We did here today. That got me a little bit of a rush here out of the gate. But we'll see you again